more attention to the society that his ancestors endured than the one that his descendants will inhabit is in trouble, right? I got 3 kids. I'm raising my grandchildren's parents right now. So my vision, I'm pointing my scope downrange. I can't go back to my ancestors. I honor them, but I can't go back to them. So let me say what my vision for 2040 is for the Black community. 1 is strong families. I'd love to see a situation where 80% of Black kids are born to parents who are married, not conscious co-parenting, not child support court, none of that. Married. 1 man, 1 woman for 1 lifetime. I'd like to see us return to the faith of our ancestors. People talk about reparations and all sorts of other stuff. The one thing that Black folk today don't want to take from their ancestors is the faith that got them through slavery and segregation. I want to see not just making the bar in terms of education. I want Black kids who feel they have just as much opportunity to become a nuclear physicist as they do to play in the NBA. I want to see entrepreneurship. We don't need more government. Please, not just Black folk, but we as a country have been on that teat so long, we've never seen it engorge because it never gets time to fill back up. So, entrepreneurship, I want us to value life. And the last thing I'll say, I want us to have a positive culture. We should stop commodifying and glorifying Black death, the degradation of Black women, and drug use in our community. That's my vision for 2040.
Ooh, boy, Delano is out here cooking. You hear me? Listen. I couldn't agree more. I 110% believe that. But in order for us to do that, we as not just Black people, we as a country, as America, need to be able to hold each other accountable for the bullshit that we do. We can't continue, we can't move forward if we don't know how, if we don't allow people to check us when we're wrong. You know how AA meetings go? You know, the first thing is admitting that you're an alcoholic or admitting that you're a drug addict. It starts there. It starts with accountability. Understanding, like, listen, bro, I ain't shit. Or whatever you want to say. Look, I ain't shit, or I'm an alcoholic, whatever you want to call it. You start there. And then now that we've addressed that, now we can move forward. Now we can figure out a solution how we can move forward in life. And this kind of goes back to the EBT situation too. And I continue to keep talking about this. We are in a day and age where information is at our thumbs. And not only is information at our thumbs, to get the money is at our thumbs. Let's be real. What do you mean, Courtney? Let me give you an example. It is so easy to make money out here nowadays. There's so many ways to make money out here. You can make money from YouTube. If you don't like your face being shown, guess what? You can learn AI. You can learn you can be on the back end of things. You can teach people how to do it. Or if you better with your hands, guess what? You can get out here in the streets. You can learn a trade. You can learn different things so you can get out here and actually make money. But a lot of people don't want to do it because we are also in a lazy state. We are also in a lazy era too, where people don't want to work. People don't want to do shit. Everybody wants this microwave success because social media has told us that, hey, if you fresh out of college, if you ain't waking up at 3:30 a.m. in the morning, and if you ain't working from 3:30 a.m. in the morning to goddamn 1 a.m. in the morning, you ain't successful. Nigga, what? Instead of trying to give this false motivation where you see niggas acting like they jumping off choppers and helicopters and shit when they really ain't, it's somebody else's shit, but they doing it just for the gram, or they doing it for TikTok to make it seem as if they got it like that when they really don't, when they over that bitch struggling. And so now you out here teaching people some bullshit. That's why you got a lot of false prophets out here. You got a lot of false niggas out here who claiming that they getting it like that, they getting the bag, but they out here finessing. They out this bitch scamming and scheming people. That's why you see a lot of these scammers are going to jail now, because they've been doing some bullshit behind on the back end and not being truthful about themselves and not actually trying to help people. They're just trying to get money, and they're stealing money, and they're not helping people get out of the situation, which makes it harder for individuals such as, you know, other people who are really trying to help individuals to get to a better position. But to make more money is easier than ever today. It's easier than ever. Think about it. I was listening to Myron Golden. Shout out to Myron Golden. If you never listen to Myron Golden, solid. He's dope. You should go check him out. I was listening to Myron Golden the other day, and I kind of listen to him in the morning times when I'm driving to work, right? And yes, I still do work. That's how we build. That's how we build on what we work. We do YouTube, and we find ways, and we make ways to invest our money into a brokerage account. Shout out to Anton, who has taught us how to do that. You know what I'm saying? You tap into the Patreon. I also got an ebook as well that's teaching you the basic aspect of it. Now, I don't go into far as much detail as Anton does, but I give you the basic aspect of it. If you aren't the type of person that goes, that knows how to read the finance, you know, knows how to read the stock market and all that, teach you the basic fundamentals of it, and they can actually help you and actually help you grow your money. Because I'll give you an example. I've already raised my shit up to 10K. Just saying. And I didn't need to be an entrepreneur to do it. I still have a 9-to-5. So that's a little bit of information that I just let y'all in on. That's why you should join the Patreon. Or just go ahead and get the Earn While You Save ebook. But neither here nor there. All right. But I was listening to Myron Golden. And one of the biggest things is he was saying that back in the day, it was easier. Well, it was harder. It was a lot harder to make money, but at the same time, it was easy. Because it wasn't a digital age back then. You had cassette tapes. You had to actually get on the phone calls. You had to go through phone books and actually to actually make sales and do all this different shit, right? We don't have that today. It's a digital age. Hey, I got you, Bull City. Bull City, I got you. Don't worry. We're going to have a conversation, bro. We're going to have a conversation. 110%. We definitely will. But yeah, we're in the digital stage now. All the information is here. And what you can do now, you can post, you can make your Instagram, you can make your YouTube, you can make your TikTok about anything. About anything. There's a market for everything out here in this world. You just got to present it to people. Put it out there for people. And you be consistent with doing that. Because people ain't going to buy the product. They're going to buy you. You got to sell yourself to people. Or you can go cut grass. Or you can go do plumbing. Or you can go do electrical. Or you can go do HVAC. Or you can go do welding. Or you can go do carpentry. Or you can go get a certification, even though some people don't. Some people will recommend you actually going to school to get it, but you can also get a certification for cybersecurity. If you already work in a job, you can learn from people who are already in cybersecurity. You can befriend them and actually learn behind them while you're going to school at the same time. So that way you getting information in real time and not just from the text. And you can build your skills up. So then that way, when it's that time when you graduate, now you've already built up these skills. You already know what to do. So therefore, you can easily transition into another department in your career. But y'all don't want to do that, though. And then let's dive into the family aspect of it. A lot of people don't want to be in families no more. People don't want to build foundations anymore. People are missing out on the family structure in life. They don't want to grow. They don't want to build anymore. They always want somebody to already be. They want someone already established. But yet and still, they don't want to look at themselves and say, well, okay, can I handle a person like that that's already established, that's already got themselves developed in their own way? That's why that Kobe phrase gonna always hit. You weren't with me shooting in the gym. So what makes you think you got the right to any of this shit that I got going on? What makes you think that you are better than anybody else that I've already encountered? What are you bringing to the table? Who are you? What is it that you do? How can I benefit from being with you? How do I benefit from it? I've got everything that I need. What is it that you can bring to the table that I don't have? What is it that you can do that's going to be of value to me? Because I already know the value that I can bring to you. So no, I agree. I agree with him. I agree with Delano 110%. I agree with him 110%. I know some people don't, but hey, it is what it is. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe for the algorithm, and hit the bell notification. Let me read some of these chats real quick. Any questions you have about stocks, I'm always here, Courtney. I got you, bro. For sure. We're gonna have a conversation. Yeah, I am chopped. You say you're chopped liver. What you mean you chopped liver? Made 28,000 in the video since Monday. Word. Hey man, shout out to you, bro. Yeah, we about to have a conversation. 1,000%. 1,000%. Snow Bunny, you can always hit me in the Discord as well. Me and Courtney already communicating that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, absolutely. Listen, bro, I'm telling you, man, there's people around the world who are already doing this shit. All you got to do is tap in with them. Tap in with them, bro. There are people out here who are actually doing this shit. It's an anchor on asset. Exactly. If you're not helping me grow, if you're not helping me build, you're an anchor. How can you help me catapult forward? How can you help me grow in life? What is it that you're doing? That's why I'm an advocate of getting married early. But I know a lot of people today, they so focused on what Instagram is telling you to do or what TikTok is telling you to do. How you see all these you see a lot of these old ass women who leave their marriages from good men that they say were good men because of happiness. Like, shorty, it ain't about your happiness. Do you think this man that's working and building himself and he's following his purpose, you think that he's happy? You think he's focused on being happy, or he's focused on his purpose? He's focusing on grinding. He's focusing on making sure he get to the point of where he want to be in life. And anybody else that's with him, you ain't got time to worry about if you're happy or not, man. You can focus. That's a you problem. You decided to commit to this. So commit. You decided to. I don't care how long this ride been. Man, we've been here 10 years. And what? We still going. We got 30, 40 years to go. We barely tipping the iceberg. What you doing? What you leaving for? So you can go start all the way over? You can go start all the way over. You got to go through this whole phase again. You got to do this whole dating phase again. You had a good man waiting for you. If there was something, if you had an issue in a relationship, you should have brought that up to him and said, listen, I don't believe that we're moving forward in life. I don't believe that we're moving. What is it that we can do so that way we can live the life that we want to live? So that way we can be fruitful out here in this world and we can live in abundance. But a lot of y'all aren't doing that because you don't want to do the fucking work. You think it's supposed to just fall in your fucking lap, and it don't work like that. Nowhere does it work like that. You got to work for it. Just like you focus on your career and your degrees and shit like that. You need to focus. You need to use that same energy in your relationships. How you always raising your hand in the classroom because you want to make sure you get the most knowledge out of everything. You want to get full on understanding. You need to do the same thing when it comes to relationships. Get full understanding of what's going on and where you guys are going. Have the conversation. If you and your guy need to have a schedule, a monthly come to Jesus moment, sit at the table, like, listen, let's talk about our goals. Let's talk about where we're going. Are we on track? Are we on track? What have we been doing? Where did we fall off at? Are we in line? Are we still in line? What's going on? Any issues that have arrived within the past 30 days? No? Okay, cool. We still on the same track? I bet. We still understand the goal right here, right? I bet. So we good. We'll tap back in the next 30 days. If you got to do that, do that. That's where the foundations are built. That's where the foundations are built, bro. Talk to your person. You want to call that, my man. Talk to him. Have the conversation, because most men, guess what? They want a peaceful household. They don't want to argue with you. So if you want to actually have a conversation with them, and you want to be genuine about the conversation, not talking at him and talking to him, like, listen, babe, I believe in you. Like, I trust you. You know what I'm saying? I just want to make sure that, you know, everything is good. Are you okay? Are you fine? Is there anything that I need to do to make sure that you are focused and make sure that you straight to, so that way you can do what you need to do? He might even tell you, nah, babe, it's good. Like, nah, listen, I know you. And that's why you need to pay attention to your man. Pay attention to the way he moves. Like, really, really embrace him and understand him. Because y'all so focused, a lot of y'all so focused on y'allself. Embrace him. And man, this goes for you too. Embrace your woman. Understand her. Pay attention to the way she moves. Understand when you know that some ain't right and when some is right. Pay attention. And once you do that shit, now you guys are in alignment. Look, let's have this conversation. Let's talk. What are our goals? What's the 5 to 10 year plan? What we doing? What we looking like? What's the plan? Okay, so we want to do this. All right, we plan to go here. I want to be by year 5. We should be here. But in order for us to get here by year 5, we need to make sure that we do X, Y, and Z. So we need to be on board because you are the united front. You are the united front. It's y'all versus the world. It can't be a house divided. You got to be a united front. So you do that. Now you understand where you're going. Now you both are on the same page. So when you aren't together in certain situations, you still understand the program. So you guys are so in tune with each other that even when you aren't together, you already know the type of decision that person gonna make. You know that if the person like, she ain't gonna go for that. Nah, we ain't gonna do that. Or he ain't going for that. Nah, I know him. He ain't going for that. Or I know I can make this decision because she trusts me. I can make the decision because she trusts me. She know that I'm gonna do the best, what's best for this family and this unit and where we're trying to go. So I know he ain't gonna fuck it up. And that comes with conversation. Exactly, Bull City. Like Unica says, I definitely wish I can find a partner life that we can collide and make things happen. You can. You just gotta have. Yeah, you can find that person. You just got to make sure you move in alignment with the type of person that you want. You move in alignment with the type of person that you want. And mind you, let me clarify that. The person that you need. Because a lot of us go for the things that we want instead of the things that we need. Go for the things that we need, not for the things that we want. Because the thing that we need can also transition to what it is that we wanted. I'll give you an example. So, ladies, if you want a man that's making 6 figures, or you want him to be a multi-millionaire, whatever the case may be, understand who he is as a person first. Is he a great character? Is he a family man? Is he a good person? Is he a person that has great discernment? Is he a person that wants to be in a relationship? Is he a person that wants to be a family man? Is he that type of guy? Focus on the intangibles first. Focus on the intangibles. Make sure you ain't got. I mean, of course, I know there's some people who slip through the cracks, but hey, listen, I ain't gonna even say that. But make sure he's a good person, a man of good character, an ambitious man, a hardworking man, a man who focuses on his purpose, a man who focuses on the purpose comes before you. You got to understand that you aren't the number one priority. You are not. The purpose is. His purpose is the number one priority. You come second to that. And you need to understand that out the gate. You come second to the purpose. You ain't bigger than the program, nor is he. You understand that, now you know how to move. Once you figure out a man who is on his purpose, now, if he's not that multi-millionaire, whatever you want, whatever the case may be, he can build to that because he already has the tools that he needs to get there. Now you just need to make it easier for him to focus on that. Be the support that he needs. That's what you're supposed to do. You become the beneficiary of his success. What don't y'all understand about that? What's so wrong about that? There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. You do that, guess what? Everything is great. Now you're raising a solid family. You're raising a dope family. Your kids ain't got shit to worry about. Your wife ain't got shit to worry about. Or your husband ain't got shit. Everything is good. It's a peaceful household. Now that doesn't mean there won't be ups and downs. That won't mean there won't be some point of contentment sometimes. You guys are gonna have that conversation. It's gonna happen. It's part of life. You grow, you get older, you get more wiser, and all these different things. You know, some things change, things that you want in life, it happens. But you gotta understand, you aren't bigger than the program. If you understand that, like, listen, it ain't about me, it's the program, it's the program, it's the program. And you've already discussed the program when you first started dating. You already talked about where you're trying to go, what's the ultimate goal here. You've talked about it, he's talked about his purpose. You focus on that, I guarantee you your relationships will work out. Guarantee it. I know I went on an entire monologue right there. I went on an entire monologue. My bad, y'all. My bad. Exactly. You are in addition to his life, and he's in addition to yours. Exactly. See, yeah, you are there. The thing is, if he's already on his purpose, you are there to make things easier for him. Take some of the pressure off of his back, so that way he can fully focus on where he's trying to go. Both of you don't need to be in the front. Both of you don't need to be in the front. That's why they have actors and they got producers. The producers ain't always on the camera, ain't in front of the camera. They're the ones orchestrating shit from behind. And yeah, make sure you go over here. Make sure you, all right, boom, let's align you right here. Let's do this. They are just as important as the actors are. That don't necessarily mean that you got to be in the forefront. Just look at it like that. Like, all right, shoot, I'm the producer over here. I'm the production. I'm the one that's on the back end doing the work. I don't need to be the face of it. Because at the end of the day, I'm still getting paid. As a producer, I'm still getting paid. I'm straight. Life is good over here. I don't need to be seen. Stay out the way. You don't need to be seen. You don't. As a woman, I'm gonna be real. Listen. This is not no misogyny bullshit. This ain't no red pill bullshit. You don't need to be seen all the time. You don't. That's how you keep the family intact. You don't need to be in the forefront. You don't need to be in the spotlight. You don't. Stay out the way. That causes less confusion in the household. You ain't got to worry about no extra bullshit. You don't have to worry about it. I'm telling you, less problems. Stay out the way. Just be the producer of the relationship. That's all you need to be. Be the producer. You be the producer, guess what? You still gonna get your money. You still gonna be well known. You still gonna be the person that's, listen, I couldn't do this without this person. You see Denzel Washington's wife, she ain't in the public. But guess what Denzel Washington always does? He always go back, listen, I can't do none of this shit without her. I couldn't do nothing without her. And that's what you're supposed to be. They don't need to see you. They just need to know, listen, man, behind that great man, Denzel Washington, is a phenomenal woman. You feel me? That's it. It is what it is. So look, let me read some of these comments, bro. I know when I went too crazy with that one. Oh, mine is going now. Pay for her master's and doctor while building myself. Should be back. Okay. Be sure to talk, not add like words like please and thank you, no problem. Yeah, exactly, bro. People don't know how to talk. They don't know how to talk and communicate anymore. Relationship on Wednesday, 11 when listen up with, yep, both dropping gems for sure. A lot of me, not enough we. Facts. Great advice. I admit I failed at that because I don't need her financially. I didn't understand and still struggling with why I need input for large purchases. For sure. Appreciate you, Boy City. The only thing that comes to mind is she is responsible for everything if God forbid something happens to you. Yep. Can she handle the responsibility that comes with the purchases? That as well. She has to. She also has to understand herself enough to understand. Listen, I got a great man over here. I got a man who's probably going to be doing great things. He may be in front of the. He may be in the public eye a lot, and I need to understand. Can I, as a woman, handle that? Can I handle that? Will I be able to endure all of that attention that he's going to be getting? And yes, that comes with women too. Are you going to be able to endure that? If you are not going to be able to endure that, you need to go, you need to leave that man alone. Go find you somebody else. Go find you another man who ain't in the public eye like that. And I get it. All men aren't in the public eye. I understand that. But I'm just saying, if he's going to be a great man and he's one of those type of individuals, he's out there like that. You need to understand if you can handle that type of man. You need to understand yourself enough. Like, listen, can I handle this? Yep, financial should be handled properly for both parties. I agree with that. I definitely agree.